Hello guys, and welcome to our next session of Learn to Swim program. And today we will discuss the session plan that is based on 1 hour. Okay? There is not much of a difference, to be honest, but there are still some difference I would like to explain to you. Okay? So let's start from the very beginning. So an hour session plan I would recommend for people 8-9 years of age and above. Okay, again, there are some exceptions. Remember, I told you about there's always exceptions. So I would recommend for 8 and 9 is for the kids who can actually cope with 1 hour and not actually get distracted and not get too tired. So you as a teacher, as a parent, please keep an eye on it. This is not a must-do rule. This is just a statistics, again, my suggestion. Okay, so from 8 to 9 years of age up to whatever age, as we already know, there is no limits in when to learn to swim. Okay, whatever the age you want to start with. Okay, so again, we always start with the warm-up. Remember from the previous section, we start with the warm-up, but this time, as you can see, I've put down 10 minutes and it's 50-50. What does it mean? I would personally recommend you to do half of this time on the side, on the land, and half of this time in the pool. Most of swim schools, they don't do no warm-up on the side. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't explain to you why. Maybe because of the lack of knowledge, maybe because they don't know how to do it, and maybe the management team doesn't allow them to do for health and safety reason, for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know. But if you have an opportunity to do it, again, I will put that example of the session plan for 1 hour into the additional section where you will see what kind of exercises you could do on the side as a warm-up, and then a few examples what you can do in the water as a warm-up. I would strongly recommend you to combine both. Okay, the outcome will be much better. Why? Because the kids will get stronger, more flexible, they'll have better shoulder mobility, coordination, and this kind of stuff. All of these exercises can be included on the first part of the 10 minutes. Okay, again, will be all in additional material sections, all of that. Once the warm-up is done, 10 minutes, okay, we're moving on to the main set. Okay, exactly the same as in the previous section, main set. But this time, as you can see, main set contains of 30 minutes, lasts for 30 minutes, and contains the word called progression. What it means. Remember on the previous section, we spoke about learning one element per main set. Okay, in here, doing one thing for 30 minutes is a bit too much. Okay, for the same reason people will get bored. Yeah, everyone gets bored doing the same thing again and again and again for half an hour, especially if it's a learning process. That's pretty annoying. Okay, pretty tough mentally, especially. Could be physically as well, depends on, of course, what you do. So what the progression is. Progression is the next step of the particular exercises you do. Example, let's say you practicing the leg kick with the float. So this is what your beginning of the main set is. Kicking the leg, front row kick legs on your front, okay? You probably do that for 10 minutes, okay? And your swimmers more or less have achieved it. Then you can move on to the next step. What would be your next step? Look at the video. So let's say the next step probably would be to kick the legs, front row legs, but without the float, in position 11. What is position 11? We're going to talk later. Okay, so what would be the next step? And again, and then probably the next progression. So whatever the next progression is, might be kicking their legs, okay, and using arms, for example, or one arm. So it's all kind of step-by-step progression. Make sure you don't mix the exercises. Try not to do, let's say, 10 minutes front row leg kick and then 10 minutes breaststroke arm pull. It's not related. So the progression you do here has to be related. So the first exercise you do for 10 minutes has to be related to the next one. and the second one has to be related to the third one. Okay, so it's kind of step by step, but you put them all together. Not necessarily they will be able to accomplish it, but at least you're working on the same thing, okay, progressing, yeah? So that will give them opportunity to learn a bit more. Again, only when swimmers can actually do an hour session. So an hour session is pretty tough, okay? You as a teachers, as a parents, please pay attention to it. Okay, so that's the progression. Once again, I'll repeat. It has to be all the progressions you do. Don't do more than 3. Don't do more than 3. 3 is enough. Maybe 2. 3 is very maximum. Don't do 5, 6 progressions unnecessary. It's too much. 2 to 3 progressions. Let me put here progressions. 2 to 3 progressions. Okay, and they have to be related one to another. Okay, one is related to the second one, and second one is related to the third one. I hope that's pretty clear. Okay. Again, once this done, guys, you will see this all on the session plan. So it will be there, so you can actually see for yourself on the paper when it's written down, okay? And all the exercises I will name on the session plans, they are the part of the course. So all the exercises will be there, so you won't have to search somewhere else. It's all there, okay? Contrasting activity, the next one. Remember, we've done a lot of work here. Ridiculous amount of work, people tired mentally, physically. Contrasting activity still have to take place, okay? 10 to 15 minutes. This time you can do 2 or 3 contrasting activities, 5 minutes each, or maybe 2. Let's say 2 to 3 again. Different ones. This is the opportunity to try something else. Again, there should be no goals or aims to achieve them. It's all about trying and having a rest from the main set. But having a rest with productivity. So you don't just waste your time and you're hanging on the lane ropes, relaxing. No, you actually working on something, but with no pressure, with no aims or goals to achieve it. You're just trying it. You're just trying it, okay? All the time. Again, 10 to 15 minutes. 2 to 3 different activities, whatever it is. Again, it will be on a session plan for you to see as an example. Once this done, again, they're relaxed mentally and physically. Yeah, do the cool down, because even the contrasting activity, they might require some effort. They might be tired, okay, doing it. However, if they're tired here, they're relaxing from the main set. Okay, so but it will be less stressful because there is no aims or goals to achieve it. They're just trying it. They might fail, but they're not trying to achieve it, so there's no pressure, and they will kind of recover mentally and physically from this one. However, they might be still tired. They might be still physically tired, and that's why you need a cool down. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? Remember, the purpose of the cool down is to get your heart rate back to normal, to where it was before you started the training session. That is very important, yeah? We don't want anyone to collapse when they get out the pool. So give them time to relax. Whatever, again, all of this, it depends on what stage of development of learn to swim progress you are. That's why I can't give you no examples, because we can talk about it for hours. Seriously, it all depends what your session plan is. It depends at what level you are. So your main set will depend on that. Your contrasting activity will depend on that. Your cool down will depend on that, and this kind of stuff. So again, the purpose of the cool down is to relax. Okay, they might even just decide simply hang on the lane rope, or just float on the top of the water, or just simply just do nice up and down walking, just to cool down and slow the heart rate down. Okay, there's no aims or goals here. There's no purpose but to cool down and relax and calm down. Okay, and of course the last one, the evaluation. Ouch. The evaluation again reflects on everything from the very beginning to the very end. Reflect on swimmer's performance, what went well, what didn't go well. Why? Okay. Don't forget to highlight the good things and the bad things. Always give feedback, constructive feedback. Remember, remember not to always give positive feedback. Don't say well done, well done, well done all the time if the swimmer hasn't done well, and especially if they know about it. That upsets people even more. When the swimmer, especially adults, when they know they haven't done well, but if you educate them and tell them that you fail 9 times out of 10, they might take it easier. Yeah? But if you see the swimmer hasn't done well and the swimmer does know that they haven't done well, don't tell them how good they've done. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's unnecessary. Okay? Swimmers should know when they actually do well and when they're not doing so well. There's nothing wrong about it. It's the truth. Okay? So again, it's not about what you say, it's how you say what you say. Okay? That is very important. Say it with positivity. Explain to them that don't worry about it. We fail 9 times out of 10. You've done a lot of work today. Things haven't worked out today, but they might work out next day. They might not. We don't know. Let's just practice, keep practicing, come back fresh, and we'll get this done eventually. Okay? Also, don't forget to evaluate on your performance as a teacher, as a coach. That is also important. What did you do right? What did you do wrong? What could possibly be better? Okay? So, as I mentioned before, there's no such thing as a perfect human being, and especially there's no such thing as a perfect teacher or coach. Okay? Whew. I think that's it from me, guys. Just to mention once again, if you have any questions about any of the information I delivered to you, if you have any concerns, please get in touch with us. Please email us, go on our Facebook page, contact us, speak to us, and we will be happy to help and provide additional and upload additional information for no extra costs for you. This is my passion, this is my idea to create the course with you. Okay, so I look at the perspective from a teacher, a coach. I try to look at all of this from a perspective of a swimmer or non-swimmer, from perspective of an athlete, but I definitely miss something. Remember, we're not perfect. So based on your feedback, I will be able to fix all those mistakes and create a very good, not perfect, but a very good course. Okay? That's it for today. You want to learn more? I will see you in the next video.